Children, see, at this time, maybe due to this bad weather, the network is fluctuating a lot, right? So I am just putting one of the link, that is your attendance form. Uh, just fill this attendance first, right? Otherwise, in case this link also get disconnected, I would be helpless in that case, right? So link has been disconnected. So this is the third time we are on the open link now. This is public link. So I request you to fill the attendance through the this form which I have just shared it, right? So it is open for the time being. So you can just go through that. So only six are there. I'm just waiting for some more students to join so that I can start. And then I'm going to start with my class, right? 8, 9, and slowly and steadily students are increasing. So there were 39 students, and now they'll take some time to join. So just waiting for all the students to join, right? You can fill your attendance. Meanwhile, you can fill your attendance, right? The link is given in your chat box. Okay, so 10 students are there. Still students are joining. Kamakshi, fill your attendance. Just fill your attendance on the forms link which I have just provided in your live chat box. Go onto your live chat box. On the top, you will find one of the link of a form. Fill your attendance. I don't want that all the students who have joined me should not be like penalized for any reason because of fluctuation in network. I don't. Okay, Kulveer Sandhu filled that attendance. That's very good. Okay, that's good. That's good. So, children who have just joined, please fill your attendance. The link is provided in live chat box on the top. Just scroll it, and you will be able to find the link. Right. So now I'm going to put it once again, so you can get this one. See, just okay. Those who have filled, please don't worry. That is okay. But those who are just joining me, they should be informed about this. So I'm just informing the new students who have just joined in this last minute, right? So let us start with the poem. Otherwise, once again, due to bad weather, we will not be able to complete this part. Let us start with Amanda. So we are discussing about that what is the common problem. This was the discussion which I had with my cousin when I stopped my child for doing something, right? 2, 3 times she noticed, and then she told me that you should not do this thing because this is a very negative statement to a child. Because when we talk about no, 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 don't do this, don't do this, then that child gets that impression that for every smallest of the things somebody has to prompt. Somebody has to prompt. So those who have just joined, please fill your attendance. The link is provided in the live chat box on the top. So now this becomes very negative when, and I said, then what is the way to handle such kind of situation where I have to stop my child? So simply that my sister said that it is very simple. You talk to that child. Oh, that's very good. You're doing a wonderful job. But if you do it in this way, that would be better. Now, this was something innovative. I got that point, right? So now, if somebody is drawing and that person or that child has drawn something wrong, so what should I do? Oh, no, 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 this is wrong. This should be in this way. No, this is right. This is absolutely a wrong way to react to that situation. If you have noticed, when I was in class, whenever somebody gave me some answer, I would say, yeah, that is fine. That is fine to some extent, but I would appreciate if you add these particular points to that. Now, this is what we call a positive enforcement, right? When we talk about certain thing positively, we are not putting negative words ahead. So that is the thing which I feel should be there in our society, right? And the same thing is missing in this chapter, but most of us are of the same orthodox type of thinking, that if somebody need to be stopped, the only word to stop somebody is stop it, don't do that, no, this is wrong. So these are the words, right? So the same thing is with Amanda's mother. Amanda is a teenager and maybe even younger than that. So she has like been regularly nagged by her mother on different like occasions, on different things that she does. So and she doesn't like that, right? Okay, now see what is written. How the poem is starting with the same word which I'm asking you not to use with your youngers, right? Don't bite your nails, Amanda. And now this is don't. The word is once again negative. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Slouching means laying down in a relaxed way, right? Don't do that. Those who have just joined, please fill your attendance. So number is increasing, so I will just request you to fill your attendance. The link is given in live chat box on the top. Okay, now, so these are the instructions of Jaspreet Kaur. Sir, how old is Amanda? I would like you to find out how old is Amanda. This can be your you can say observation after reading all these things. You find out how old is Amanda, and then if you are not able to find, then I'm definitely going to tell you. First, you try it yourself. Now when mother is talking about these things, don't bite your nails, don't hunch your shoulder, stop that slouching and sit up straight. So these are simple instructions which mothers are generally giving. So now talking about other word. So this was what poet has said, how Amanda has been nagged. Now coming up to the next portion, if you can see, it is written in brackets. So can you see this? This is a bracket. There is a bracket over here. Why these brackets are there? What is the reason of these brackets? Because these are not said. These are not said. These are imagined, right? So this is the reason. What is there? There is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. Now, no one guides or no one like instructs. No one instructs a mermaid to do certain things, to move around, to go here, not to go there. So many things mermaid is doing, and no one is actually instructing mermaid to do anything specific, right? So, but she has always been nagged by mother or instructed by mother to do this thing, not to do this thing, right? So this is the first. Now coming up to the next. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? One day, the question is asked. So, did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. So once again, now the instructions are there, which mother is expecting to be these are the works which are given by mother, and mother is expecting Amanda to complete her work within the given time frame, right? So these are the instructions given by mother, right? In first, some of the don'ts. Now some of the do's were there, but Amanda was busy in her own mischiefs and her own thoughts. So what is she thinking now? I am an orphan. Now this is not the reply of the paragraph, but she is thinking of those things when mother is continuously nagging, right? So she thinks about the other thing. She takes her mind to the other way rather than just getting depressed by the mother's notes, right? I am an orphan roaming the street. So I'm just moving around the street just like an orphan child. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. Once again, the freedom word is used here. So if you find out the previous one, here she said, where the sole inhabitant, alone. She is all alone. Who is me? I. Who am I there? A mermaid. She is considering herself a mermaid first. Drifting blissfully means there is no instruction, no rules and regulations for her to move around. And here she is putting herself in the shoes of an orphan and finds that orphan is moving in the street without any sort of like but just wait, let us complete this Kamakshi and then we will find out who is wrong, who is right, right? Just wait for some time. Okay, now here she wants to enjoy her time, just she would definitely kick the pile of sand, or you can say mud, and she would barefootedly run here and there in the streets. So this is her like wish, and she want that the silence. What is the silence? Why she mentioned silence? Even if she is moving in the streets, you cannot find the complete silence there. What does this mean? This means there is no instruction over her head, like mother is doing all the time when she is at her home, right? So in street, there is no one who is instructing her, no one who is stopping her. So there is a silence. There is no instruction for her. There is complete silence, and that freedom is sweet. She is moving wherever she wants to move. She is doing whatever she wants to do. So this freedom is sweet. She loves this freedom. Means here she is mentioning that I don't like anyone instructing me for anything. Right? Okay, now don't eat the chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? So what do students, what do children do when they are being scolded by parents? They would put their head like this and would see at the floor rather than looking at the parents, right? So the same thing is there. Mother instructed her not to eat chocolate because what is going to happen? You would get acne, right, on your face. So this was the instruction. Then coming up to so when look at me when I'm talking to you. This is the another part of mother. So don't look down. Look at me, right? So now what is the reaction at this point of time? Once again, mother is speaking and she is in her own thoughts. Do you remember Ishan of Tare Zameen Par? So whenever some instructions were given, he was into his own world. So the same thing is here, right? So I am a Rapunzel. I have not a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I will certainly never let down my bright hair. Rapunzel. Who is Rapunzel? You would have heard about some of the English stories in which there was a tower, and the princess was like captured here, somewhere here, and like she had long hair. So the prince who came to escape her from that tower, she like unrolled her hair to the bottom, to the floor, and then prince came up. Got the point? So this is what she is thinking, that may I be Rapunzel who has been captured in this tower. Definitely, I would love the silence of that place. I'm not going to drop down my. Who is this? Hi, sir. So I'm not going to let down my bright hair, means I'm not going to drop my hair from this tower, and I would not allow anyone to come and disturb me. Means she has got a nature of staying alone. In first paragraph, she said sole inhabitant. The second one, she said I am an orphan. In third, she said, I would be captured in the tower, and I'm not going to call anyone to rescue me from there. Right. So it means she loves uh, like loneliness. She is a person who loves to be with herself rather than being with others, being like doing the work, doing the things which are given by others. She would love to stay alone in her own. So this was uh, the reply, or this was coming in her mind. The last one is, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. Right? You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. So now, what mother is saying, stop doing all these things. Otherwise, everybody would say that I am nagging at you, right? So you are moody. The mother replied to this, you are moody. Got it? So you are moody, but if somebody would see my instruction, that person would always get that I am so like I am so strict with you and I am always nagging you. So now let's talk about Kamakshi's question. What Kamakshi was actually asking us, who is right and who is wrong here in this poem. Now let's talk about mother first. Being a father, I can express that thing better because I have lived my life as a son also and as a father also. You cannot you cannot find this particular thing because you have only lived your life as a child. You cannot understand what mother is thinking at that point of time. You cannot think what father is thinking at that point of time, but you can only think what is coming in your mind, right? So now coming up to who is right or who is wrong, first perspective is father's or mother's perspective, or means parents' perspective. Now, what if my child is doing something wrong? Technique may be wrong. My technique may be wrong because everybody would understand a different way of instruction. My technique may be wrong, but my intentions are right. Am I not concerned about my children? Am I not concerned about my own son, my daughter? You think of it. Why would I say something wrong to my child? What would be the purpose behind it? Right? So I may scold my child, but that would be for my child's benefit. Why am I going to scold my child without any reason? That is the question. This is the thing which you have to think once before you react to any of the situation, before you react to any of your parents' comment or any of your parents' remark. Right? Now we are talking about Amanda, the second perspective. Amanda is a very, very young girl, very, very young girl. Uh, Now, this was the question we were discussing in the beginning. So, students gave different answers. She would be 11 years old, she would be 12 years old, she would be 14 years old. Yes, of course, the age would be somewhere near to this, but she is definitely not more than 14 years. At that age, a child is able to understand the instructions, and some of the things are generally done by the child itself. Got it? So she is definitely not elder than 14 years. I would maximum, like if I can read out this poem and understand the psychology of that child, I would definitely say she would be near about 12 or 13 years. Either she is, yeah, something like that. Simran, that is true. So 12 or 13 years. I would take 12 or 13 years because that at that age child is very, very inquisitive, very, very innovative. Children start thinking of the other things which they have probably they have read or they have seen in the movies or in some of the lessons or in some of the stories or anywhere, right? So ultimately, sir, as she talks about fairy tale also, yes, of course. So it like about 13 years. So take it up to 13 years, right? So let us talk about, yes, Rapunzel of the same age. Okay, now coming up to her point of view as an inquisitive child and as an early teenager, I would say that she would always love to live her life on her terms and conditions. She would not accept anyone irrespective of the relation with that person. She would not expect anyone to nag her for anything, stop her for anything, instruct her for anything, right? And there is another way. Just like in the beginning of this poem, I told you that I had a discussion with my sister on such kind of attitude. When we use certain words like "don't do this," "don't do that," so my sister guided me that one should always be positive while talking to the children. Appreciate them first of all what they are doing, and then guide them by doing it practically. You guide them, you ask them that, see, if we do it in this way, don't you think it would be better? Let them decide whether it is right or wrong, right? So this is what the perspective of a child is. So we cannot take child as a wrong somebody who is doing something wrong here, nor we can take mother as a person who is wrong. What is actually Rapunzel? So Rapunzel, just read out about Rapunzel. Rapunzel is the one of the protagonists of a like fairy tale. So though these are just like imaginary stories, so she was captured in the tower on the top floor, and she had got a long hair which she would drop from the window, and the prince would come up to rescue her. So this was the story of Rapunzel. You can read this story, so you would get to know about Rapunzel, right? Okay. Now the next one is talking about one very important. Okay, is Amanda at fault at all? Means that it is fault of Amanda that her mother is scolding, nagging her. Well, it depends upon you. If you can justify that Amanda is wrong, Amanda is not wrong, but mother herself has replied it in the last stanza that you are moody. She is not wrong. She is moody. She loves to do certain things which she actually likes to do. So this was about Amanda, right? She's not wrong. She's not at fault. So as far as scolding is concerned, mother is grown up. She would always like to do the things in a tidy way, in a neat and clean way. But Amanda is a child. She cannot do so. So their thinking level is quite different. Mother's expectation is something else, and child is doing something else. So this is the only the difference is there, but now no one is wrong here. Now, why is mother doing all these things? Why do mothers or fathers generally do all these things? I would say only one line, that in this poem, mother is over concerned, right? Mother is over concerned. All right, so that is the reason why all these things are happening. So time is not allowing me to continue with some more discussion. So we will be continuing with this discussion tomorrow. Also tomorrow, the lesson which we are going to start with is the making of a scientist. So let us revise that particular chapter, and tomorrow when we start our lesson, we will talk positively about that chapter. All right. So thank you very much. That was all from my side. God bless you all. Stay blessed. Stay happy.